I'm Sarah Cordiner. You've all met me before, I think. Basically, I have been running my business for 20 years this year. Can you believe that? And the only way that I have managed to achieve the scale that I've managed to achieve with the size of the team that I have, which, by the way, is very small considering the size of my business, is because I have systems in place, because there is structure. Stress is basically when we are experiencing overwhelm or confusion. It does not mean that you are a failure, that your business doesn't work, that you're never going to get off the ground. If you're slow growth, but you're busy, you are doing the wrong things. So stress, therefore, is purely a lack of perceived control. Stress isn't a lack of control. It's a lack of perceived control. And our perception of our control impacts our psychological well-being more than whether we do have control or we don't. When people believe they've got no power for change, they've got no power or self-agency to create change, they give up, they curl up, and they die. Mentally, physically, spiritually, in every way imaginable. We think we're not winning. We think we're not achieving anything. We think we're not moving anywhere. We think we're not getting any results. We think we're making no progress. How many of you in business are working your butts off and you constantly have this feeling of, I'm just not getting there fast enough? So our belief in our sense of control over things scientifically, biologically, and psychologically impacts our productivity and the results that we get in our lives. Systems equal success and happiness. It's absolutely crazy. Creating simple systems will give you back time and a feeling of perceived control. An operational tidy up, therefore, is going to make you feel empowered, clear, focused, and in control. And if you have these systems, these SOPs, and this operational setup in your business, you are going to be more productive. You're going to be more healthy, more happy, and more in flow. The sooner you start this process, the simpler your life is going to be from this point forward, because this thing is going to only keep improving and getting better and learning you more and more over time. If you are hustling really hard and you're making slow progress, it means you're doing the wrong tasks. If you're at the starting line looking at your goal and you decide not to move because of the fear of not getting there, you've already not got there. You've already not moved. And isn't one tiny step closer towards that finish line more progress, better, more gooder than not moving off the finish line at all? Working hard doesn't necessarily mean you're going to make any progress at all towards your goal. Getting yourself as a guest on a podcast, you could instantaneously be distributed to a couple of hundreds of thousands of people by just appearing on a podcast for an hour of your time for free. It's like you've gathered up all your squirrels that were running up every single tree, and now you've got them all in one tree. 99.99% of the time is that we as leaders have failed to provide adequate instructions, that we have failed to articulate the standard at which we expect something to be done. We assume that people are in our heads and know exactly what we mean, and they don't. For those of you who get distracted, who love following shiny things, or struggle with the neurospicy reality of entrepreneurial life, this is life. This now becomes your organizational system, the way to organize your brain. And my golly, does it make a difference? The next thing that's critical for those of you who want more productivity in your business, who want to get more results, is to organize your time and defend it with your whole entire life. Your calendar should never be a place whereby absolutely anyone can put something on it. Your calendar should be protected sacredly. If your calendar becomes something that other people control, your life is out of control. If you have control over your time, you have control over your life. Block it, protect it with absolute sovereignty. If you're busy creating social media content, doing admin that you could be paying somebody else $10 an hour or so to do, you're already losing money. Anything that doesn't require your face to deliver it should be automated or delegated to somebody else. If you keep your sense of control high, so does your productivity, and therefore so do your results.